Episode 3291, The Art of Turning Setbacks into Comebacks.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Kristianne Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous start to a brand new week. It is Mindset Monday, and you know what? Sometimes you just got to take a deep breath. The art of turning setbacks into comebacks. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, inspiring connection and community. You know, have you ever experienced a setback that left you feeling defeated and questioning your abilities? It's a common struggle, isn't it? I mean, because we've all been there where it's like, yes, I can do this. And it's like, nope, I can't. It's like the rug has been pulled out from underneath you. So let's explore the art of turning setbacks into comebacks as you embrace resilience in the face of adversity. Because unfortunately, life does throw us curveballs when we least expect it. I know right now I'm in a little bit of a whirlwind. I've got a couple kids that are sick, one that's traveling. I've got another one who is dealing with the in-laws having a horrific, terrible accident that has been life-threatening. And it's just a season right now. Literally, it's been about 10 days of we don't know what the next hour brings. And it's putting a tremendous amount of stress and pressure on relationships, on job, on the kids, on just life itself. And sometimes you want to get into a corner and say, you know what, this just sucks. And for you, maybe it's a career setback, a personal disappointment, or a failed endeavor that leaves you feeling defeated and questioning, gosh, can I even go on? Do I even know what I'm doing? Can I even do this? I thought I could, but I'm not sure. However, it's important to remember that setbacks are not permanent. They're not that stamp of you're not going to be able to get up unless if you allow it to get you stuck in a rut. And yeah, at times it seems absolutely impossible. But I'm here to tell you nothing is impossible with God. You can rise again. In fact, there can be the catalyst for a great comeback when you have horrible setbacks, because setbacks are not the end of the road, but rather a stepping stone toward a remarkable comeback. Are you ready for a comeback? Well, it's time to embrace resilience. That is your K.I.S.S to Keep It Simple strategy. Embrace resilience. And it's hard to do because we don't want to. It takes work. Resilience is a building up of. That creation of endurance, that I can go on longer. I got this. And at times you're like, I just don't. Many times a setback can lead to the dismantlement of dreams, leaving only a disgruntled heart. But with every setback, there's an opportunity for a comeback. But you have to be willing. It has to be so much deeper. The comeback has to be this kind of feeling that is more than a feeling. It's that spark that just keeps showing up and you're like, I know I want more. I don't know how to get more, but I know I want something different than where I am right now in this present moment. Is it exhausting? Yes, it is. It is exhausting. And there are times that you just think, I can't get up. I can't get out of this bed. I cannot put one foot in front of the other. There are times that you just kind of hold your hands up in the air and you're like, okay, Lord, it's time. Can you just call me home so I don't have to worry about this? I mean, let's be honest, right? We've been in those positions where we're like, I need out of here. I don't want to stay where I'm at, but I don't know how to get out of where I'm at. That's what setbacks do. They take hold of you and they root you deep if you allow them. Or you can pull the weeds and say, you know what? No. I can embrace resilience. I can do the next best thing. One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. It's not about the sprint. It's about the marathon. It's a journey. So how do you embrace resilience when you're stuck in the setback and you really are longing for a comeback? Number one, embrace the setback as a stepping stone. When faced with a setback, it's natural to feel frustrated. It's natural to feel frustrated, disheartened, and even hopeless, like I can't go on anymore. This is not for me. However, instead of dwelling on the negative emotions, because we attach ourselves to these feelings and that's all we want to feel. And feelings can be great, but sometimes you got to say, nope, got to put those to the side for a moment. And I need to look at the facts and lead from the facts. Choose to view this setback as a stepping stone towards future success. You saying, here I am. I can get up. And no, I may not get up fast, but I can get up. Sometimes it's just getting to your knees. Sometimes it's standing on one foot. Every setback offers an opportunity for growth and learning. It's stretching you. I know for me, this year I've already been stretched. God and I have had some long conversations already. Most of the time it's when I'm driving and no one's around. And I've got to be honest with you. I get kind of a little bit flustered. I'm like, come on, Lord, like, where are you going to show me exactly what I'm supposed to do? And the simple answer is, I will. And I'm like, but when? Like on my timeline? He's like, I will. Sometimes we have to understand that where we are is where we're supposed to be, no matter whether we like where we're in or not. But we can still find new mercies because there's new mercies every morning. And you've got to look at that with a setback, right? There are new mercies every morning. So that means there's hope. You may not see it right now when you close your eyes at 11:52. But man, when you rise in the morning at 3:58, yeah, didn't get a lot of sleep. Notice the time there. But you opened your eyes and you have breath, which means there's opportunity. Take a moment to reflect on what went wrong. Not whose fault it is, okay? It's not about the blame game because you've got to be careful. That's where relationships are destroyed. It's not about this is your fault. Own your own CRAP and identify valuable lessons that can be applied in the future. My friend, every setback is a setup for a comeback. You got to reframe your mindset, the thoughts. You got to destroy the ones. You know, it reminds me of the Atari game. I know I'm aging myself right now, but I'm really not a gamer. But back in the day when Atari did come out, man, I liked this one game. And it was pretty awesome. And now, right now, as I'm thinking about it, it's Space Invaders. I was like, I don't remember the name of it. It was Space Invaders. And I was good. Like, I was really good. I could get some high scores. Now, if I played it today, maybe not so much. But on the old original Atari, man, I was awesome. And I could sit there and play for a very long time. Sometimes you got to get those Space Invaders out and you got to get them. And you've got to be willing to say, yeah, I'm going to get rid of these bad thoughts, these old thoughts, these thoughts that are placing blame where blame doesn't need to be placed. Detach myself from feelings at this point. It's not about who's right, who's wrong. Let's see all sides, not one side, and recognize that setbacks are an essential part of the journey toward success. Now, remember, we're not defining success here. So the way I see success may be completely opposite or different from the way you see it, and that is an okay thing. But you have to be willing to say, in my moment right now, as I see this setback, I know I can set myself up for a comeback. But it all depends on how I respond. Or are you just reacting? Are you just demanding? Are you trying to make everything right because, well, you want control? Sometimes we don't always have that. And sometimes we're acting from the wrong frame of mind. We need to reframe that. And sometimes our conversations go astray and we think we have all the answers and really not one person does. Usually it's a joint effort. Embrace the setback as a stepping stone. Number 2, cultivate self-compassion and resilience. After you experience a setback, it's crucial to be kind to yourself and practice self-compassion. That means give yourself grace, my friend. Understand that setbacks are a normal part of life, and everyone faces challenges along the way. We all have our CRAP, our challenges, our rejections, our adversities, and our problems. We all have it. We don't like it, but we have them. So give yourself permission to feel disappointed, to feel somewhat a little bit overwhelmed, but avoid dwelling in the place of negative thoughts or self-blame, and even blaming others. You do not want to harbor those feelings, because let me tell you, what does that do? It creates cavities in the heart. When you have cavities in the heart, it eats away bit by bit by bit. And what happens there? It leads to bitterness against yourself. You can't even look yourself in the mirror without saying, you're worthless. You're not enough. Yeah, whoever's been telling me this, yeah, I know. I'm exactly that. Really? Cultivate self-compassion and resilience. Practice this resilience by focusing on your strengths. Pull back a little bit. Don't be so demonstrative of like, I have to be right, and this is my position. Really? What if you looked at all sides? What if you could maintain a positive mindset? What if you could pull back the covers and seek support from loved ones or mentors? Someone who's been there, done that. Remember, setbacks do not define your worth or abilities. They do not. It's how you bounce back from them that matters. Remember, there are new mercies every morning. So when you lay your head down at 11:52 and you get up at 3:58, and yeah, you haven't had a lot of sleep, that's okay. You have breath. That means your actions that you take today can make a difference for tomorrow, which then becomes today. You got to be kind to yourself. And you've got to give yourself that grace, and you have to extend it to others. It builds resilience. And finally, number 3, create a plan, right? Create your now and take aim. Action ignites motivation. To turn a setback into a comeback, it's crucial to devise a plan of action. Analyze the setbacks. What did go wrong? Where's the breakdown? And identify the key areas for improvement or change. And guess what? You may not be able to do everything now, but that's okay. Remember, one step at a time leads to miles of greatness. It's the simplest thing that you can do. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Set realistic timelines to measure your progress. Now, depending upon the situation that you're in, you may not be able to do all of this. It may involve other people. But if it only involves you, well, then you can look at things a little bit differently. But if it involves other people, you're going to have to communicate with them. You're going to have hard conversations. You're going to have to come up with a plan together. And then you have to stay committed to your plan, even if it involves trying new approaches or stepping out of your comfort zone. Dream big, take a leap, and follow through with massive action. Taking steps towards your goals with determination and perseverance will pave the way for a remarkable comeback. My friends, setbacks are an inevitable part of life, but they do not define your future. They refine who you are becoming. So how do you want to be known in your living legacy? How do you want to see who you are becoming? What's that reflection in the mirror? Are you so scared of yourself? Like, I've had enough. I can't do this anymore. I'm not good enough, Kristianne. There's no way. There is a way. But you have to be willing to make a way, to see a path maybe that isn't even cleared yet, right? It's hard sometimes to see the trees through the forest. But if you walk slowly, you can see the tree right in front of you or right next to you, correct? That's when you can look and say, you know what? Okay, I can do this. One step at a time leads to miles and miles and miles of greatness. So by embracing resilience, reframing those setbacks as opportunities, and taking proactive steps, yeah, that means not hanging out in the ditch. That's taking your CRAP and saying, you know what? I can get through this, and it's not going to be my quicksand of my life. My friend, you can transform setbacks into comebacks. I want you to listen to this for a moment and really let it sink in. Every setback is just a setup for even a greater comeback. Do you believe that? Can you look at where you are and say, you know what? This too shall pass. We can get through this. I can get through this. Tomorrow is a new day. I choose to look at the better of who I am becoming, and not being stuck as to I failed here or I didn't succeed here, however you look at it. Every setback is just a setup for an even greater comeback. You got this, my friend. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.